Now let's start off with our featured movies this week. I'm not going to bury the lead. I said to Erik, or I stated, or I pleaded to Erik, I was saying Hunting Jessica Brok, which opens in theaters February 13th, is a banger of a film. What makes it a banger? Well, it's 134 minutes, wall-to-wall, tense action, and it centers on Jessica Brok, played by Danica Jones. She's a former black ops soldier. She takes part in a mission that goes south immediately. The first maybe 10 to 15 minutes focuses on this failed mission. It leaves possibly most of her crew, most of her fellow colleagues killed in this mission, but she also killed one of the brothers of this ruthless crime lord. This ruthless crime lord is played by Richard Lukunku. And what happens is Jessica Brok, after killing that brother, that crime lord, that warlord vows to hunt down and kill Jessica Brok. What happens is it cuts to 12 years later after the first act. 12 years later, Jessica Brok what is she doing? She is handling some kind of not animal sanctuary. She's helping animals. But what happens is she now has a daughter, and she is tracked down and found by this ruthless warlord. And lo and behold, one of her former colleagues, who she thought was dead almost 11 to 12 years ago, is actually alive and working for this very, very bad man. And these people are out to hunt down and kill Jessica Brok. Running at 134 minutes, the movie also stars Anthony Oseyemi, Clyde Burning, and it's directed by Alistair Orr. 134 minutes, Erik. Was it too much of a slog? Was it exciting? What was it for you?
It wasn't a slog. It was shot incredibly well. Like the look of it was really good. The action scenes were done well. There were some bits where I don't think that the screenwriter, or it was either the screenwriter or the director changing things on the fly, didn't quite understand how physics works sometimes. For instance, there's a part where Jessica hits a tripwire and a bomb blows her back like 12 feet, but she's fine. Yet she sets up a trap to get someone else to walk over the other tripwire, and it kills them somehow. There's a part where, this part drove me nuts. So she takes a clip out of the gun and shows that the clip's empty. And then she shows her wrecking the gun, and another bullet's entering the chamber. There's no clip in if the bullet's already in there. First of all, if there's no clip, there's no bullet. So if you're racking it, the bullet's not getting in the chamber at all, because there's nothing to put in the chamber. So if the bullet's already there, you're pulling out, the bullet's shooting out. And then, so it just showed that the filmmakers have zero knowledge of how guns work. Especially if Jessica's running away and they shoot at her, just know they'll use their entire clip shooting at her. They never miss, no matter how close they are. Yeah, I really like the I am the crossbow guy. He didn't never say that. Just in my head he did.
Yeah, there's a crossbow person.
Him and Jessica are like the only people that ever hit anyone with any sort of weapon. No, that's not true. Some bad guys got hit towards the end. But yeah, like the bad guys in this all had kind of stormtrooper accuracy in this movie.
That's true. Yeah.
There's a bunch of really cool, like there's one guy that Jessica clipped him in the head, and his head's just gone. That looked cool. I mean, I'm torn on this because there's some stuff in this they're really well done and really cool as hell, and then there's other stuff in this that's just completely asinine. Probably acid 10 for some of it, but like it was just. I don't think they thought through a lot of the physics in a lot of this. Or it's like that screenplay physics where you're writing it and then it makes sense in your head, but then like when you try to read the scenes again and kind of work it out, it's, oh wait, you know what? Yeah, this doesn't work. This is physically impossible, or this is dumb, or this is not how guns work, or whatever the case is. In spite of it being stupid, I enjoyed the hell out of it.
Right? It's such a fun movie. I think all of that stuff is very logical, but we're in sort of like Dominique, a fantastical territory
Dominique knows how weapons work, though. It knows how. It knows that if you're 5 feet behind someone, you're not going to miss them with an automatic weapon. it,
Yeah.
it knows. It knows that, and also Dominique didn't have to do the fake. Like if I'm chasing you, shooting at you, and then I keep missing you, and then I finally, like, you trip or something, I finally catch up to you, I toss the gun aside and grab my sidearm. I'm not going to sit there and hold it up to you and start talking for a while. That moment is past. I'm trying to kill you now. So as soon as I pull out my sidearm, I'm putting a bullet in your head, and this is done. They don't do that because the reason they don't do that is because Jessica would die and the movie would be over.
Exactly.
And so,
Yeah.
but they keep putting her in positions where she has to die. And the way to get her out is to have the characters just be stupid or bad at their job. And I mean, the amount of plot armor she has is pretty effective because no bad guy's going to hurt her. I mean, they're going to hurt her a little bit, but they're not going to kill her, certainly. Spoiler alert, but you'll figure that out 10 minutes in. But yeah, it's just, they didn't, as good as it looks and as well shot as it looks, they did not think a bunch of things through enough. They thought it through in that we need to keep her alive, but the way they kept her alive was a bit unrealistic. And after a while, it got to be ridiculous to where that was where a lot of the enjoyment came from. It's like,
I didn't even think
let's see how she's going to get out of it this time.
Yeah, I didn't even use logic watching Hunting Jessica Brok. I just had a really great time. 134 minutes. A reason why it's long and drawn out is a lot of the movie, at least the second half of the movie, deals with these different mercenaries hunting Jessica Brok. And it's how one by one, each of them try to get the better of her. But then, like Erik said, it's not called, the title is not called Jessica Brok is Dead. It's Hunting Jessica Brok. Will they catch her or not? And it's very, very well done. The ending where she's trying to save her daughter from the warlord and his men and his wife as well. His wife is pretty good in this movie. She's even tougher than a lot of the mercenaries. Some really colorful characters. At the top of the list is Richard Lukunku as the main guy, Lazar, a very operatic and over-the-top performance. Really loved him. Danica Jones, just great as the lead. You can tell every single second she's just busting her you-know-what to get the scene right and to work through the scene. I can't imagine the injuries or the physical exertion that she and the crew had to sustain during the production of Hunting Jessica Brok. I just thought this is an ambitious, fun movie. When you're at the end of the movie, make sure, as credits roll, you stay through the credits for about a couple of minutes. There might be a little bit of a surprise. And I don't know, I don't think there will be a sequel, but I even asked Danica Jones at the end, is there going to be a sequel for Hunting Jessica Brok? And she said, I'm ready. But there's a really cool moment at the end where it's fun. So check out the end credits for Hunting Jessica Brok. And there's actually a dramatic moment regarding a dog tag, a couple of dog tags, which is really well done dramatically. So my rating for Hunting Jessica Brok, I thoroughly love this movie. Like Erik, I told Erik it's a banger, so I'm going to give it a banger rating. 4.5 stars from me for Hunting Jessica Brok. Love this movie so much. So what about you, Erik?
I'll go 2.5 on this.
Yeah.
And it like there was a lot of good in it. They really need to tighten up that script, or if the maybe the script was tight and the director was messing with it while they were shooting it, don't do that. But there's just a lot of my enjoyment of this movie came from laughing at the absurdity of what was going on screen. And,
wow, yeah.
And the disappointing thing is that it looked really good. The scenes were shot well. Even like the obvious CGI stuff didn't look so obvious, like it, because it's low budget, so there's stuff gonna happen. But like that Jeep crash, the guy was behind it and it rolled over, like that part looked real good. There's a lot of good in this. It's just some of the choices the characters making, some of the stuff they do, and the Deus Ex Machinas of it all, and the plot armor got to be distractingly bad. But also that's what I was laughing at and enjoying watching it. But
yeah, in total disagreement. In total disagreement. Yeah,
that's the difference that's the difference between laughing at a movie and laughing with it. I don't think he
Yeah.
was doing that on purpose. I think that was somewhat incompetence. But anyway,
Yeah.
2.5.
Again, no, yeah, to each his own. But knowing, in my opinion, no incompetence for me. I was not laughing at or laughing with the movie. Just had a great time, and also the laughing stuff. There is some humor in the movie because of some of the over the top characters, but overall, just
So
a really great
did
film.
like
134 minutes. What?
the guy that on the motorcycle when the other people caught up to us like, oh yeah, she got him. Go, she's over that way. Okay, and then meanwhile they're still detecting the scene like, ooh, this wasn't the motorcycle accident. This was cut. Who cares? She's gone. So go find her. You literally
Yeah,
just
yeah.
told the person where she is. Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's 9 day review. Eric didn't like it, doesn't recommend it. 2.5 for me. I thoroughly
No,
recommend
I
Hunting Jessica Brok.
recommend it. I'm just
It's 2.5.
saying
I mean, 2.5 is below 3. I think 3 stars are recommend, right? But 2.5,
no,
okay.
it's 2.5 because it's
You still
incompetent, but still it's still
you,
recommend.
you're gonna recommend it at 2.5 stars? Oh, you think
Yeah,
so?
just know you're gonna
Okay.
enjoy it because it's
All
incompetent,
right.
not
Okay.
because it's.
Yeah, I think for me, and I guess to each his own on that. Anything less than 3 stars for me is a total not recommend. But
Well,
I
what
guess
was
it's a
that?
recommend
What was that shark movie? The underground shark, whatever. I
in
think I gave
Paris.
that once. No, it was the Japanese. I think it was Japanese
Oh,
movie.
right. You saw that. I
Sharks that
forgot what it was
the
called. You
sharks
gave it
that
a
come.
yeah, and you gave it a 1 star banger, and you recommended it or something.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
that was a 1 star, but also watch it because
All right. Again, two and a
I
half
think it
from
was like
Eric.
bathhouse sharks or something like that.
Yeah, 2.5 stars from Eric. 4.5 stars from me. I really hope some cinematics people actually see this and vote and figure out what camp they land on regarding this action thriller. Really, really awesome movie, but not according to Eric. But he still had fun a little bit in theaters, February 13th.